just messing with you to show you to see
No,
how you
no,
really fucked
no.
it
We
up.
got lost because we're driving down the road and Hales and Nerva in the other car, and they turn away and we're going straight. And I'm like, weren't we supposed to go that way? She's like, oh shit.
Yeah,
No, we got lost.
they got lost in the projects. He took them down by their
Oh.
beer reindeer.
Okay.
Beer deer. The beer
Okay,
deer
what's
was
scary?
is yeah, the beer deer is freaking hilarious because it's
Oh, yeah.
one of the deer that you shoot at, but it's covered in beer cans.
Oh,
You know, they put up on the
You know-
antlers and shit. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. You know what's scary though is getting lost in Gary, Indiana. Hells can probably attest to that. That's a scary place to get lost.
Try getting lost in South Chicago Heights.
That's about the Gary, Indiana's pretty dang close.
South Chicago Heights, but I was also in a retired police cruiser. It sucked.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Great
see,
car.
I was in my blacked out Dodge Magnum that looks like a police car, and then when you have a motorcycle gang called the Black Knights roll up next to you and surround you with 50 people, that was a pucker moment for me.
Yeah. Bikers are good
Well,
people.
Not when they pull out their freaking sidearms and tell you to pull over because they thought you were an undercover cop. I'm like, I have a Washington license plate. Don't worry about me.
Oh, see, casual
But they were
Friday,
good
guys.
guys.
Hope you're enjoying.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
20 minutes here till they need to start picking.
Yeah.
As I have just confirmed this, I wanted to make sure in our Discord before release, but on your six will be entering in a 10-man roster, or 10-man squad into the Wounded Warriors Project tournament.
All right, there we go. You joined the ranks of NT. NT already said they were on board. VGA said they were on board. A lot of good teams. So proud to hear this.
Hey, Hales. The rules and room is ready to be reopened.
Oh, it's already, huh?
Nice.
The only thing we need to get a new staff listing for all the members.
Okay.
Other than that, all the rules, code of conduct, everything's back up.
Nice.
Thanks to Wonky for everything.
Putting in work. Monkey.
So I notified the teams. The 3-minute countdown will start on the top of the hour, but it looks like they're already and getting ready to go, so they're starting to pick already.
There you go, Beeb. It is unlocked. So,
Right,
new
guys.
rules, COC, everything's back up and going. And it's grammatically correct.
And
Grammatically?
punctuated. Grammatically. Grammatically. Anybody else
I'm
having problems
actually-
with the Xbox app?
No, sir.
Will not let me
Ned.
download my game clips.
I've been having a problem with that. Did these guys match up last week?
I don't
Or was
believe
it
they
a couple
did.
weeks? Was it a couple weeks back, or last?
Yeah.
Maybe last.
It's been a few weeks.
Okay. This is.
It was like a few Mondays ago.
No, because Wednesday was VGA and MB, and that was it.
Okay.
That was over.
All right. I really think both of these teams right now are really seasoned and probably pretty much on the same level right here. So we should definitely be in for a very good fight. I think SVG probably tops MP a little bit in overall win 8, but the focus fire that MB showed here lately, along with damage sharing and really good fundamental skills, has elevated these guys to a different level for sure.
Yeah, I was definitely impressed the last couple times I've watched MB as far as getting into the damage sharing, the rotation out, and the focus fire, which I know that's the number one thing that they've been working on and definitely coming down. So it's definitely making them competitive in the gold league.
Just a
more
quick
so.
reminder, guys. Monday is Breakdown. That is the premiere of Breakdown. Come out and check us out. I will be doing the first live stream of it, and then after that, we will have our own Weasel. We'll be taking it over from there and streaming it live here on the Wednesday Night Fight Network. So everybody doesn't want to see that my controller turned off. Team is almost picked up here. Should be right there at the timer.
And there's one of your favorite gamer tags there, Beast. Yield to none.
Yield to none. There he is, man. I really like that one. And On Your Six actually has a new addition to their clan. A guy that's known by most of us in here. It's Aussie that lives in Canada. Has one of the other great gamer tags in World of Tanks, and that is Combat Squirrel.
Love it.
I love that gamer.
I'd love to be a gamer pick for that.
All right, guys. It looks like we have all 7 tanks picked on each side right here. We want to run down these tanks. We get this thing fired up and going.
Yeah, go ahead. They're Beast and Beef. Take it off.
All right, MB's coming out with a pair of IS-7s, a T110E5, a pair of Chromvalgans, and a pair of E100s.
And Savage coming out with 3 IS-7s, an E5, a Chieftain, and 2 50Bs.
All right, boogity boogity. Let's go tanking, guys.
I know this Chromvalg is definitely always a good pick, especially on this side of the map. When they can just go hold down right there in the H0.
So also, I wanted to say, when tomorrow we're going to be doing this across the board, Twitch, YouTube, but check it out on Mixer. We're going to be giving away some codes and some giveaways on Mixer. So come out and check us out. As it stands right now, you go search Wednesday Night Fights. It's going to be under Hell's Cat Death, and you'll be live.
Awesome.
Part of
And that would be for frontline cells.
yes, for
Awesome.
Kranwagen is so pretty. It's little.
That was the first thing I was amazed when I got me Emil 1, how tiny that tank was. I mean, the Walker Bulldog's bigger than the Emil 1.
Yeah, but that barrel, man.
Lengthy.
It looks like that MB has went ahead and got around the longer. Well, no, let's take that back because it looks like that Savage actually their mobility is going ahead and catching up. So definitely probably going to be up the hill a little bit faster than MB.
All right, and here comes the long walk for Savage, and then NB's just got that little bit of a jaunt left on the hill. And then it's going to be all out hell here on the Himmels.
Now,
Oh, these
very
Chromvalgens look like they're about to hit the top of the hill at the same time these 50Bs are.
It'll be real close right here. Actually, I'd look for the 50Bs to go ahead and push straight over to the 8-9.
Yep. Going through that
SVG
dip.
yesterday or on Wednesday had just a primo setup
Yes, they
for
did.
the 8-9. I really liked where Mr. Poole placed his IS-7 right there. Was able to just side scrape. I think if the 50Bs would have waited a little bit, then definitely probably would have been a
Looks like
different outcome.
yield to none from MB's taking that hint. Definitely watch that. You see where you're side scraping. We're at that same spot you're talking about.
Yeah,
Get shot
I
in
can
the-
see Corporal Dern. Yeah, there you go. Get a little bit more behind him, back up about 15 meters. There we go. Here comes the fish fan.
It's like the
Exchanges at the
IS-7
gate.
find HE at the Kranwagens. They're right there. Nice stack, though, off of NB, getting those IS-7s stacked up. Nothing but tracks for all
Yeah.
those heat. So here we go. IS-7's going to tighten
IS-7's
it up.
using-
Yep, tighten up, and then
Yeah,
just
I
keep
like it.
rolling off of each other. There you go.
Love that stack right there. The E100s are actually pushing in too, and looks like both Kronwagens are still have shots in the clip, so that's going to prevent these IS-7s from pushing around on that zero line.
Uh-oh,
They're pushing yield to none completely sideways.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not good.
A bit of miscommunication.
Almost coming in. E100's going up to get in the fight and put some of that the high alpha whiff right there, and then Devin actually gets pinned.
Yield to
Nunn's trying to.
Now he gets bounced off. Devin has to go wide and gets double tapped and ammo racked. So Devin probably not his favorite person in the world right now. Devin taking up every piece of the real estate that he can, which is actually blocking the rest of his team from doing their job.
Blocking 3 tanks.
Yeah, he's blocking 3 cannons, not able to fire. It's not a good trade-off. I mean, yeah, it's an 800, but you got 1,500 behind you. So,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's a good point.
SVG
If they would
has-
have just left the E100s up top and let those IS-7s just side scrape all day.
but again, another little flex push. SVG.
We are actually tied on HP right now. Well, we were. Looks like that shot right there. Well, SVG's actually up by 1% right now in damage. Looks like Monk's going to go ahead and trade out with Devin right here, which that's good. Get Devin on that wall so he can go ahead and get out of everybody else's way.
Raging's side scraping off of Devin.
Actually, I think with just Hamill to Camel being over on the zero line right now, I think it's almost time for these Kronwagens to go up and put some work in. It's like they actually might have heard me because here they come right now.
Yep, here they come right now. Raging's turret failing him now, but there goes Rising Devil.
Rising Devil goes down.
Okay, that's the first one to go down. I don't know what Pac-Man's doing here. That's way crowded of a corner for him to be pushing through.
Yeah, especially Scorpius being half health, so one Kronwagen versus an IS-7. Rage smelt that. Rage is going to go around and kill Scorpius easily.
Oh.
And now
Yeah,
NB's flank
unfortunately,
is going to be completely open.
yeah, I don't know what that call was there.
I
Bringing
don't
the
know.
Kronwagen down.
Where that Kronwagen should be is where Yield to None is. A little bit more of a down.
Oh,
Yield to
yeah,
None goes
out.
down right there.
A lot of key plays got messed up. Devin taking up too much real estate with that E100 and blocking most of his team, and then also making it so the rest of his team couldn't side scrape later on. This is
Fish fan. Fish goes down.
a great battle still going on though.
Definitely.
Yeah. I think Pac-Man needs to get up in there. He needs to make sure that he pins his shots. There you go. He needs to push into rage right now because the IS-7s and the Chieftains coming around. It's going to be a little bit too little too late though, I think. All out crits goes down. Bacon is
yeah,
loaded
but now
though.
he's on that long reload.
Yeah.
No, if they just if they could just push both Kronwagens over there rather than just leaving one alone. I did not realize Monk is Scorpius.
Right. Over here on the MB side, Devin coming in with a 38.99. Monk Donuts, Scorpius came in with Donuts. Pack only 888. But he did get 2 kills out of that. Raging did 34.07. Yield to None, 24.62. And then Corporal Darren coming in with 25.97 on the SVG side. On the Savages, Devil coming in with 11.95. To Fishban, 2,600. Fallout Chris and the IS-7, 18.90. Hamilton Camel holding his own up there up top there for a while, 26.06. Rage for Bacon coming in with his 50B3 kills, 3,070. OxyClean coming in 1 kill, 49.94 out of the Chieftain, the unsung hero here. We really didn't talk much. And Dig only able to come in with the 42, but he did and blocking off 1240. So it was a strategic little gaming that we had going on there. Switching sides, and now we're
Run it back. I think NB was definitely better off if they would have kept the E100s on that 0 line and pushed into the 2 IS7s with the Kronbogens, and then the 2 IS7s were holding it down over there until the E100 got in the way. So a little misdirection right there, but I think NB can still bring it back.
I mean, if they would have kept the E100s out of it and just the way that they rotated, I mean, E100s on left, Kronwagens go middle, and then they had their pretty decent line. Kronwagens could be like the 50B, roll in, dump the 4 rounds, and back off relatively quickly. So, yeah, I mean, and then also with the E100 with the gun depression, it now does have, fighting an IS-7 is actually a little bit easier now.
Right.
Yeah,
I
you can
mean,
look down on
they're tall enough. Honestly, they probably could have just rolled up on there and shot down into the top of that squishy part of the IS-7.
Yep, right into the top of the turret. Either there or right down there and say hello to their driver and open it up like a sardine can. While we're waiting for these guys to get picked here, I'm gonna run for the promo breakdown.
Are you ready? You think you could tell us what to do? You think you could tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters. Break it down! You can tell me what to do. Know who you're talking to. Well, you better get used to the way the war back. I see what you got. It measures in ounces, but that's a brace, boy. Yeah, that's a brace, little man. Break it down.
Probably take selected on the enemy side.
All right, there we go. That was the promo. Breakdown coming to you here Monday. Noon Eastern.
Yeah. So it looks like they're switching out. MB is switching out one of the Kronwagens or one of the U100s for 57 heavy. So different picking going on here.
You notice SVG is just kind of been tweaking. I wonder if they've been getting a little bit of mentor help from a certain group called the Immortals, because their game style and their gameplay and everything are starting to really tip towards the Immortals type play. So, and that was a really good match. If you want to go check it out on YouTube, it was Savage versus the Immortals. Dig it. It was me and Beast had a blast. Go check them out. That was an amazing match. Auto loader heavy, huh?
Yeah, they're adding one more autoloader.
Here, I'll go down Savage and Omega. You can go down NB. Savage rolling out 3 IS7s, 57 heavy, E5, Grandwagen, AMX 50B.
And MB's running down a triplet of IS7s, a T57 heavy, a duo of E5s, and an E100.
I just
It
noticed.
looks like both teams made some adjustments.
I just noticed BK Fly Kid is on the Savages team now. BK was a longtime member of BK.
Mm-hmm.
Black Knights and with I Am Greater Than You, or I Am Great Are You.
That's actually the first time that I've seen that breakdown promo vid. Hells, that's really good. I really like that.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, the big giant shout outs for that from Damage. Damage was the artist and then also the video director on that video and the logo.
So they have elected to run Devin in that IS-7 this time instead of that E100. Not going to be as much of a space ticker.
Yeah, and he was using up
A little bit more mobility.
yard line to yard,
Yeah.
goal line to goal line on that one, man. He made an E100.
Yeah, they
look
replaced
wider than 100. Go ahead.
they replaced one of the E100s with E5, and they replaced both Kronwagens with the 57 heavy and an IS7. So
And then
I,
SVG Savage coming out with that Kronwagen instead of the 50 piece. So maybe they're looking to replace where one of the IS7s was prior, put an IS7 and then a Kronwagen there.
yeah, they also
Yeah,
replaced one of the 50Bs, or they also replaced, I believe, the Chieftain with the 57 heavy.
yes. And we'll see how this plays out. Savage definitely going to have to look into making sure that all three of those autoloaders are not on reload at the same time. Definitely enough DPM to take down a full tier 10 heavy and maybe one more get it down to maybe about 30% if they can land all their shots. But 20 seconds is a long time to reload for 3 tanks to be out of the fight right there.
North side
It's
is already there.
4,800 damage between all three of them.
Yeah, the mobility of those 50Bs are just. There's times in pub matches whenever I used to run my 50B that I was keeping up with the bad chats that were just stock for sure.
Yeah, the speed gets me in trouble. Wow, these IS-7s have not been spotted that just went low. Along with yield to
Yeah.
them, all 4 of them made them around that corner.
Nice trade right there between Fish and Devin. Oh, Chris is trying to get him a shot too. Backing up a little bit. MB's going to have to be a little bit careful though. Mythic Monster has not been spotted just yet, but MB's really loaded up the 0 line this time, and looks like 2 autoloaders in the E5 are over there on the against the 2 IS7. So if they decide to make that push, it's going to be a little bit rough on MB.
I do like how MB's actually sitting back though. They know that spot on that corner, so they're sitting back just in case a push comes. So, but
You see the
there's
E5,
Mythic.
Fish is coming in. Yeah, if he could side script that corner a little bit more perpendicular to the. There you go, buddy. Looks like they're just trying to hold them, maybe letting the E5s. If the E5s are able to work up towards the cap a little bit, then it ended up turning out all good for MB right here.
Do you think these E5s are sitting back to wait for Savage to push and then they'll pounce, or what? Or you think they're just waiting for to get into the cap?
I think they're just holding them at bay. Basically, we've got a stall going on right now. Now Savage is up 2% on the HP with a little less than 3.5 minutes to go on the match. So MB's definitely gonna have to start putting in some damage. It looks like Yield and None has rotated over, so they have a small overmatch, but Fallout Crits is also rotating now as well.
Yeah, but that small little 2% still could actually still be, well, could have been in MB's favor just because of the health pool of the E100.
Well, one of the things that I'm a fan of all of a sudden here lately, with comp playing at IS7 and everybody staying hold down like this, is I actually have changed my loadout from only 2 HE rounds and the Res Ace PCR to I've went to a 2010 split, running
Okay.
10 shells of HE. So you know it's perfect spot right there for segmenting dig and Hamel to Camel to go ahead and start shooting some HE into the turrets of these E5s and just start whittling them down slowly but surely. I mean, we've had about 2 minutes right now that they've been sitting there in a cap, and 10 shots of HE per IS7 right there could have, definitely come out with maybe about 700 or 800 damage. So
I just noticed Rage for Bacon sitting back here, pull down on the edge of this hill. Again, counteracting.
All hell's gonna break
push.
loose here, probably in the next 15 seconds.
yeah, I think so.
Raging coming over up the side. I mean,
Ooh,
MB is
Nice-
winning.
nice
winning
now
image
it's
there.
evened up right there.
the shot for shot over here on the 8-9 line. So NB slowly is patiently whittling them down, but
Wow, they keep charioting. It goes 89, 89. Now it's 86, 86%. It's very blow for blow right now.
Honestly, I think with that Crom Falcon, where Rage for Bacon's sitting back right now, I know that SVG has 4 tanks right there, but I think that's probably the overmatch that
gonna make
MB
us
needs to
mad.
go ahead and. Yeah,
I'm gonna turn
MB
on
definitely
some
needs to go ahead and get into this fight right here.
Oh, both teams are starting to push on the north side. Or, I mean, east side, I guess, of the castle.
Nice shot right there by Pac-Man Reaper.
Someone's gotta do something.
83%.
Yeah, I'm really kind of curious. I think that MB might come out on the bottom side of this with the extra HP advantage that the E100 has right there. So imagine they're probably up about maybe about 300 HP in the overall scheme of things.
40
Ooh.
seconds.
And I wonder, do you think the good ploy right here, since we go by tanks killed first, would be go ahead and push in, accept the damage, and go ahead and try to focus somebody out? Well, SVG's coming in right now. The last 20 seconds.
Go.
Your line.
Oh.
They're gonna be the one
Great
to go
focus
down.
right there.
Oh, dig gets cracked. Can they get another round at a dig? 7 seconds.
Oh, they just.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Great trades right here.
Oh,
Great
and
trades.
NB dig loses.
oh, whoa.
That
here we go.
might have
Oh,
done it right there.
56% to 52 with
Right
both
now.
with 1 kill.
All right, guys. So I want to turn on some music. I'll leave the damage up on the board. I got to do some. I'm pulling out the.
The calculator. Do you want me to go ahead and run down the damage real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna start doing the numbers.
Yeah.
Please tell them in
Copy.
chat that this is gonna take about 3-4 minutes. So I'll be
All
a little
right.
bit muted.
We had some digging at IS7, managed 1,005 damage, 2 pins right there. Rising Devil and his 50B just didn't get anything going. 1 shot fire, 1 hit, 0 pins, donuts across the board. Rage for Bacon in that Crom Vagon, 1 kill for 947 damage, 3 pins. The Fish Fan in his T110E5, 5 pins for 2,088 damage. Mr. I Know It in his 57 Heavy, 1,196 damage, 3 penetrations. Fallout Crits in IS7, 2 penetrations for 986. And Hamel the Camel in his IS7, 2 penetrations for 961 damage. Over on the side of MB, Yield to None in that 57 Heavy, 1,296, 3 pins. Mythic Monster in that E100, 1515, 2 pins. Raging Warrior in that E5, 1 pin for 389 damage. Pac-Man Reaper did get the only kill on that side, 3 pins, 882. Corporal Darren in his IS7, donuts across the board, looks like. Needed Disc in his IS7, 1,032 damage, 2 penetrations, and Devin in that IS-7 managed to pull out a little bit more damage this time. 890 block, 5 pins for 2358. Not too bad.
I need a confirmation on E5 hit points, the amount of.
2200.
How much damage did he take? Four, six,
Both teams having a player that pulled up donuts.
seven.
Okay, let's do this fucking shit.
All right, guys, you heard it here. That's it. So round
That's
goes to
interesting.
Savage. They won it by 2 points over damage, and almost 600 in health. So
You want to go over how that math goes out so people can understand it?
yeah, once we get the next game going, we've already burnt up a lot of time.
Oh,
well,
no,
I mean,
they picking.
it's pretty much ending up what it ended up being is the percentage of health left by Savage as compared to MB has ended up what ultimately won it for SVG right there is
We
the extra
we don't
health
count the
pool,
dead tanks. The
right?
tanks
But
that
the
have
extra
died do
health
not
pool,
count in it.
the extra health pool that the E100 contributed in gives them a lower ratio as far as damage to HP. So there's extra. I mean, what is it? An extra 300 HP over the IS7. You know, the E100 coming in at 2700, I think. That actually played into factor tonight, guys. So you know, sometimes even tank selection is going to becoming very critical in the result of some of these matches. Obviously, it played out here tonight.
I wouldn't have thought that the health pool advantage or would, do
Well,
that, but
Here's the straight numbers.
math
Yeah,
don't lie.
So here's the straight out numbers what we got going on in that last match. NB rolled out with 6176 in damage. Savage rolled out with 6178. So 2 points more over on the Savage side, kind of crazy. Over that was left on the NB side was for their health, and this is where the math stopped because became very blatantly obvious. NB's health left was 4972 compared to the remaining health of the tanks were over on Savage side, which was 5760. So everybody could see the math right then and there. They beat them already in the hit points, and they beat them in the damage. So there was no reason to continue the math. So thank you for everybody stuck through the break. And who was it that was saying that they to award the win to because they were getting impatient?
Savage
Savage
actually
was
has to
saying
award
that.
the win to MB. So
This ends up biting them in the butt, huh?
yes, sir.
Impatience.
Yeah, it shows right there in Discord.
Well, we come
Looks
in
like
proper
we're ready to
roll.
roll.
Yeah, come into proper roll 1-1 then. And Savage is rolling out with a T100 LT, a pair of 140s, a pair of Bat Chats, and a pair of Chieftains.
And
And go ahead, Opinga.
it looks like they're running the MB's running a SGRV 103B, STB1, Bat Chat, a pair of i7s, and a pair of E5s. But Hells, I need you to take a look at Discord real quick. They're calling. Did Drennan initially have that STRV 103 picked, or did he switch out for a different tank? I hate to say this, we might have to go back to video on that because.
And someone has to pull up YouTube.
SVG.
YouTube, you can roll it right back.
Okay, yeah, Beaver, you got that by chance?
Yeah, give me a sec.
But the rules do state is if, say, Careful picked an E5 and then deselected, somebody took his spot in E5.
No, in the rules, you can pick whatever you want. It's up to the 3-minute marker. Once the
Yeah.
so they can
You
pick.
can't deselect and reselect.
No, you can. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
you can do
you
anything
can-
you want. You could pick a Yag Pans, then pick a Bad Chat, then pick an E5, then pick a T57.
Okay.
Yeah, there is no. But up to the 3-minute rule, there is no rule like that. So tell them there is no rule.
I read.
I
I
got
read
it,
the
I got it,
read
I
the
got
rule
it.
wrong, or I'm remembering past that. So that's why I'm deferring to you. So it looks like we're ready to roll. I do like that rule that you put up. So, but as long as you have the tank by the 3 minute, if it's after that, after I call it, and you're stuck out with no tank, unfortunately, that's where you're, well,
That's pretty much what I'm
That's
telling
pretty
them
cut
there
and
on
dry right
Discord.
there.
I mean,
Yeah.
with these new rules that we set
Beef.
forth, it makes it very cut and clear. That it gave them a little bit more freedom, but it brought it in a little bit tighter on the reins. So,
yeah.
it's one of those give and take. We've been trying to play a little bit more on the stern sides because a lot of people have been practicing for clan wars and such tournaments with their scrims, and they take this very seriously now that people's ranks are their seeding in the tournaments and some of these tournaments. So
Interesting little play coming out here by SVG. They're going straight field where it looks like MB is going to push up the backside of the railroad tracks and into town, but two E5s are already been spotted by SVG.
nice little light.
Yeah, that's
on
not
it.
a problem. Just I think that Devin needs to get over as long as Devin makes it under the bridge before any of these mediums poke right here. I think MB actually very quite possibly come out on the top side of this. The 103B is in a great spot right there. Hopefully he has a really good crew in that thing, really good camo. He could just sit up there and farm into this 5-6 line the whole time. So
I find it funny. That's actually a strategy that I put within their thoughts and I thought could work. I like that MB's taking advantage of that, or going to attempt to. The only disadvantage is that the APCR loses a lot of pen over that distance. So you can find yourself bouncing a lot of APCR.
Hells, could you I'm getting in Twitch chat right now that the audio
Already did
for
it.
all of us.
Already did it.
Copy, sir. Thank you.
Multitasking.
All four tanks sitting on the hill by MB were not spotted until the E5 just got spotted by this push coming up the K line by Savage.
The light tank in big trouble.
Yeah, the bat chat STB1 definitely need to go ahead and push down. They need to get low so the chieftains can't put shots into them. They need to go in and get that 100 LT out right now. Looks like Needed Disc is going to go ahead and make the push right now, and Pac-Man are coming in.
Oh, track
They
shot.
can't stick around right there where they're at, though.
Tracked.
Nice shot right there.
Let him count. Let him count.
Looks like he
Let him
should
count.
be able to get
There you go.
great job right there by MB on that focus. Raging Warrior, though, I do not know what he was doing up there in that E5. Got focused out just as early as well.
Now Rachel Bacon rotates out to take over the job for the light tank. I'm just not rooting on NB there. I liked the play that they did there and getting that light tank out. So making them count. That's where you want them. You're not RB or T in it. You're making them count. You got them in there. You got it closed ridicule, and you're letting them have it. So nice focus fire and focus out of those guys up there, because sometimes in the high stress like this, a lot of people do the RBRT and it gets them in trouble real fast.
You cannot RT with a bat chat. This does not work.
Rising Devil here.
This was really a bad play right here by MB to go ahead and abandon, push it into that 140. I know they didn't know that the bat chat was right there, but they just didn't have the HP to push back north into these chieftains right here. They should have focused out, segmented dig on the 140, and they probably would have been able to handle Rising Devil as well right there.
Yeah, I mean,
Now
90% of the time, man, if I do not like having guys right there. I consider that Death Valley.
the I-7, where the I-7's currently at.
Yeah, I mean, from
I
there
think
all the way.
I think you're right.
From there all the way to the Cat, man. It's just problems. Savage might 3 and out. This is getting scary. This might be a huge Oh, I mean, not a disappointment. I mean, this is serious. These guys are steaming for each other in the gold division. Sorry, the voice is really starting to let loose. But
That's fine, Hills.
we might get a 3 and out from NB on NB, which that has not happened in almost a year with NB. So live here on Wednesday Night Fights.
Yeah, I'll copy there.
I mean,
Yeah, needed this. He's trying to trade out with a little damage sharing, but I mean he's on a reload. These guys are hurting pretty bad right here. The Chieftains are pushing in. Rage for Bacon still has shots left in his clip. And I would imagine that, yeah, the rest of the mediums are flanking back up to 0 line behind them if needed. Needed this might be able to go ahead and focus out OxyClean, but he's actually racked with his last 5 seconds to lift it down to reload as well. Needed this actually drives right past the Chieftain and sacrificed Pac-Man Reaper in the end. Got him a kill in the segmented dig, though. We'll play Savage.
there it is. Savage coming out. 3 and out. All right, Beast, do you want to go ahead and go down that damage for me?
Yes, sir. Give me just 1 second. Alrighty here. Over on the side of MB, needed disc in that bad chat. 2 kills, 29.62, 7 penetrations. Pac-Man Reaper in that STB1, 23.85, 6 pins. Corporal Darren in that 103B, 11.34, 3 pins. Raging Warrior in that E5, donuts all the way across the board. He just got caught out. He was in a really bad position right there on that time. Monkey B in his E5 managed 1 pin for 369 and yield to none. Also put up donuts this time. Devin in his IS7 managed 2 pins for 963. Over on the side of Savage, we have segmented dig in his 143 kills, 1834, 6 pins. Look like he's on the cleanup crew right there. Fallout crits in his 100 LT. 2 shots fired, one hit, 1 penetration, 272. Rage for Bacon has batch had 1183 for 3 pins. Rising Devil was able to just unload a full clip into those tanks that were moving up the north 7 line right there. So 1 kill, 3191, 9 penetrations in his bad chat. The Fish Pan in his Chieftain, 1 kill, 3761, 10 penetrations in that Chieftain. Great spot right there by both of the Chieftains. OxyClean in his Chieftain, 2 kills, 3220, 9 penetrations. And Cav Rancher in his OBJ, 140, 1289, 4 penetrations. Pretty decent damage spread right there by SBG, just the 100 LT, but I mean, you've got to expect that he's not going to be one of the damage leaders in a match like this. 1232 assisted though right there by Fallout crits.
But yeah, I mean, with that light tank, I mean, it's one of those things. He did his job and over then. I
For
mean,
sure.
You couldn't. But yep. Kind of shock and belief here. Like I was saying, this is the first 3 and out on NB in over a year for Wednesday Night Fights. So they'll take it.
Yeah, just rotation.
I see a grudge match in the future.
We've always kind of slowly had one with UGCC. Now it's turned to Savage. It's always been, goal. I think that's the goal of any team, especially since work your way up through. It's just so spread out or so close within the division of gold that it's just got to pick one target, go with it, and then go to the next one.
All right, guys. So up here coming up next, the next up and coming red hot team These guys took a round from the Immortals, and it wasn't like a 3-1. It was a fight to the end between all these teams. Chief has came out, has made their mark. I just need to place them up on the rankings. These guys will not be going into the bronze division. These guys are going to be storming up the silver division. And speaking of storming up the silver division, NT, this is their third week now in the silver division, doing a great march up. Them and OS both had leaped into the silver division at the same time. So this is great stuff coming down the pipe. Stay tuned with us. Everything will be rocking and rolling. I'm going to turn on a little bit more music. You got Wednesday night fights.